All right, welcome on in, ladies and gentlemen, to the NAIAF Ball Spring Live Show, Flag Football Edition Live Show, powered by AdCraft Custom Apparel and Merch, your custom apparel, merch, and uniform experts. Find them online at adcraftusa.com. Just got to say that, man, the guys at AdCraft and Temples, at this point, we're very much just coming off our store, our web store that we had. Those guys were amazing to work with. Totally 100% recommend working with them for doing one of these. Thank you guys for supporting us. We sold a good deal of merch. I'm not going to say. We sold a good deal of merch. So thank you guys so much for supporting us and supporting Temple's Sports and AdCraft USA there as they support us in doing this show. But, man, there was some good flag football happening this last week. Let's take a look at some of the action here. Kansas Wesleyan and Milligan both traveled down to Florida during their spring break, and it was not good times for the teams from slightly further north. Florida was not a kind state to them. Thomas defeats Kansas Wesleyan 26-6, as does Weber. Milligan gets blanked 59-0 by Thomas and 47-0 by Weber. They also played Weber again and lost 42-12, and then were beat by Warner 72-0. Warner also takes care of Kansas Wesleyan 34-13, and St. Thomas gets blanked by Kaiser 19-0. Kaiser really looking to bolster some of the early season shakiness there. But guys, what a start to the season that we have had. It's been one that, honestly, even those games there that we didn't see coming, even though, yes, I do color for Thomas. Thomas has kind of come out of nowhere for me. I didn't really know what to expect from a first-year program, but head coach Chelsea Palmer has done a phenomenal job getting the girls ready to rock and roll. They get a really huge test coming up this week. We'll talk about it here in a minute. But some of these results that we're seeing here are just really interesting. Warner's got a really good squad so far this year, and definitely something that we want to keep an eye on and see how the Royals progress this season. But let's talk about how we're going to rank these guys. Before we do that, let's talk about our friends at Leading Edge. These guys have come alongside us to do the NAIA Women's Flag Top 4. Leading Edge is a great company in terms of getting your team funded. They are the experts in fundraising, whether it be more traditional things or whether it's their specialty, which is the Hour-a-thon. Presentation Baseball just did an Hour-a-thon. They were looking to raise $20,000 off of that in an hour. If that sort of money sounds like it would be something that you could or your program could benefit from, contact our friends at Leading Edge. Let them know that we sent you so that they can know how things are going. But you see it right there, the top 4. We do a top 4. Let's talk about why we do a top 4. We do a top 4 because there's only about 15 teams that are actually playing right now, and so that's about a quarter of the teams. It's similar to doing a top 25 for men's football. There are about 100 teams, and we rank 25 of them. as flag grows, we will look to grow how many teams we rank as the sport grows. But you see up there, Ottawa keeps their spot at number 1, still has the same 2 first-place votes. Thomas is right behind them. Really, the tiebreaker on that of Thomas and Ottawa is the fact that Ottawa has that second first-place vote. And then behind them are Kaiser and Warner. St. Thomas drops out of our top 4. So let's take a look at what we're going to watch for this week. And it is a week that starts early. Ottawa brings their team down through the Florida tour, and they start tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Time against the Warner Royals. So we have our share of top 4 matchups this week here. Ottawa then plays against Thomas and Weber. So we really will see who our top 4 are going to be after this week. We'll get a much better clue as to who these teams are. And then Milligan and Cory play twice. All those games, Thomas, Ottawa, Weber, Ottawa, Cory, Milligan, all those are Wednesday games. Thursday, St. Mary and Midland play. And then on Friday, I told you, it's a very, very full week. We get some of the Kansas teams that continue to spin up. Kansas Wesleyan plays Ottawa. Xavier plays Kansas Wesleyan and St. Mary's. Sorry, St. Mary's plays Kansas Wesleyan. I can't read, obviously. And then we end the week on the 19th with Xavier versus Cory. So a really, really packed week this week, really starting tomorrow on the 15th on the Ides of March, where Ottawa begins their swing down through Florida. And we really are going to see who Ottawa is, who Warner is, who Thomas is. This is a really big chance for Thomas and Warner to go and show an Ottawa team who has been at times a little shakier than they were last year, that they have gotten better in the last year since they saw Ottawa in Atlanta. So we'll have to see how this all shakes out. Everything could change. Nothing could change. Who knows? This is flag football. We see everything about an hour and a half at a time. So for all of our friends here, let's run through them one more time. You've got Temple Sporting Goods powered by AdCraft, our friends at AdCraft USA. You've got our friends at Mommy Bay Turf Nation, who sponsor our Players of the Week segment here. Unfortunately, we don't have stats at this point to put together a Team of the Week segment. So looking forward to getting them involved in that and leading edge fundraising for our top 4. Thanks to those guys for supporting the NAIAF Ball Show, for supporting NAIAF Ball. We are 100% funded by those guys and viewers like you. That's how we get to go to places like the National Championship game in Durham, is from viewers like you and the sponsorship of our friends. So keep it locked in over the next week, over the next few days, as we continue to figure out who is going to be the national champion, the winner of the NAIA Women's Flag Football Tournament at the end of the year in May. For John Cooper, I am Cory Thorpe, and we will see y'all on the Twitter feed.